Hi everybody, it's P. I have a couple of cards to share today. Surprise, surprise, you'll have to forgive my voice. I know I sound terrible. I have a really nasty cold. I avoided my husband like the plague, and yet I still got it. I haven't hugged him or kissed him in over a week, and I still got a stupid cold. So nasty. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys what I used first. Because I used, sorry for the wobble, because I used some new supplies. So the first is these recollections cards and envelopes. I used my Lawn Fawn winter alpaca and the matching die. I used this paper pad by My Mind's Eye. It's Merry Little Christmas. I used my Mama Elephant Basic Creative Cuts, and I used the stitched rectangle there. I used the Elizabeth Craft Designs Outdoor Edges, and I used this one right here. I used my Lawn Fawn Stitched Hillside Borders. And finally, my Lawn Fawn Scalloped Rectangles. Okay, so here's my first card. I think it turned out super cute. I embossed, I used Recollections superfine white embossing powder to emboss the sentiment there. And just did some layers with vellum and the paper stack and colored up my alpaca. I think it turned out super cute. Oh, I did use these are the Lawn Fawn Puffy Cloud Borders, and that was a scrap actually I cut from another project that I didn't use, and I just used it there. So that's the outside, and then the inside is alpaca my scarf. So that's the first card. I think it turned out really cute. I've been taking that Copic class, and I think it's actually helping. I understand the number system now, and understand shading a lot better. So I see some improvement. So that's the first card. And then the second card, I used this embossing folder, which is Winter Pine Cone Flourish. So that one right there. Excuse me. I used PTI's one-liner dies, and I used the Joy. And then just some red cardstock on that one. And I used this stamp. This is the Lawn Fawn Winter Penguin. Super, super cute. And here's my card. Super cute, right? I love it. I think it turned out absolutely darling. I did use some sequins. Let me see who these are by. These sequins I got at Simon Says Stamps, and they're little things from Lucy's Cards. And it comes with seed beads and all kinds of things. There's white, there's iridescent. I don't know, I just wanted to try them because they had the different sizes in it. And so that's the sequins that I used. And then I used some Stardust Stickles as well to kind of accent it a little more, because this girl likes her sparkle. And then this is a metallic paper that I got at Michael's. And then the inside is just blank. I need to put a piece of paper in there. And then just my stamp on the back. So that's the second card. So for my third card, I used the Lawn Fawn Stitched Hillside Borders. Again, I used the Winter Penguin from Lawn Fawn. I used my Spellbinders Standard Circles. I used this die by Memory Box. It's called the Stitched Snowflake Circle. I used this DCWV cardstock. It's the foiled. And I used the blue. I used this Authentique paper. And this is the Cozy collection. It's blues and browns. A little bit of red. It's really sweet. I got that last year. And then I used my Prickly Pear oval nesting die for the back. And then I used this Simon Says Stamps Sea Glass cardstock, which this is like my favorite color in the whole world, is sea glass. Okay, so for my card, here's my card. Adorable! I have to say it myself. Adorable! I know it sounds like I'm bragging, but I am so tickled with this card. It's so simplistic, and yet it turned out so cute. Here's that snowflake, that stitched snowflake circle from Memory Box. And then I just cut the blue foil with the landscape hillsides from Lawn Fun and then put vellum over it, and it so just, you know, looks like water or, you know, ice. And then I heat embossed this again. This ink right here is the actual, this is the Lawn Fun lobster, and I just stamped that, but the rest of it is embossed. And I think that is the Recollection Superfine white embossing powder again. And then it's just some birch paper, and Copic colored my little penguin. I think this one turned out so cute. But when I heat embossed it, this paper warped a little bit, so I had to put a piece of paper up here, in here, to kind of stabilize it a little bit. So I think I just heated it too long, and so it warped it just a tiny bit. But I did use the foam, the fun foam, to pop it up just a little bit. And then I used some dimensional, 3M foam to pop him up as well. But I think it turned out super cute. I absolutely love it. So those are my 3 cards. Right there. And so there's my 3 cards. And then I went to Tuesday morning the other day, and I just picked up 3 little things, and I thought I would share it with you guys. I know I said no more shopping. I had 10 bucks in my pocket. It was burning a hole in it, so I said, you know what, I'm here, I might as well look. I got the, what is this? This is Special Delivery by Pebbles. I'm sure it's an older paper pad. But I fell in love with this because of the dots. The pink. I like the pink. It's okay. You know, it's very girly, but the gray. The gray stole it. I love the gray. Gray green gingham. I mean, it's super cute. And, you never know. I might have a granddaughter someday. Who knows? But anyway, in the meantime, I can make cute little animals with gray background. So, and then I just picked up 2 of these because I want to make a couple ornaments for the tree. And that's it. That's all I bought. I know, right? Pretty good. So it was a whole whopping $5. So then I went and got a latte. Anyway, I told you that 10 bucks was burning a hole in my pocket. Oh, I did get one other thing. Oops! I totally forgot about this. Not Too Shabby, Jamie's shop. This is her business card, not2shabby.com. I broke down and ordered the Greeting Farm stamp set. Sing Hello. I saw these 2 little chubby girls, and it reminded me so much of my friend and I when we were younger. I've known her since 4th grade, and In the wintertime, we would chunk up. Let's just say that. Just a little bit. We were never fat kids, but we would just kind of chunk up, be a little chubbers. And so it's so reminding me of you know, her and me, because I always wear pigtails way high up high on my head, and that's kind of the way her hat looks, or her pigtails. Well, I think it's her hat. No, I guess it is her hair. Yeah, I guess it is her hair. Anyway, my mom always put my hair up in very high pigtails, so they almost looked like I had a facelift. And then she always had a curl in the front of her hair because she has curly hair too. So just reminded me of us and all the good times that we've shared through Christmas and stuff. And so I thought I'd make her a card with this in our favorite colors, which is still our favorite colors. She always loved pink, and I always loved blue. And it's still that way to this day. So I just think it's funny. So we even had matching sweaters for Christmas a lot of times, and hers was always pink and mine was always aqua. So or some shade of light blue. So I think it's funny. But anyway, so I got the stamps and the dies for that. So just a little walk down my memory lane. Anyway, I'm still working on projects. I hope to have some more to share with you soon. I have a couple more gingers. Woohoo, naked ginger. Ready to go. They just got to be stained and whatnot. So, and that's about it, kids. Please leave a comment below. Please like the video if you wish. And please make a happy memory. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.